Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back. Alright, we are back here in Crown Falls again, as usual. I am constantly fiddling with it. I'm going to fiddle with it a little bit more today before we move on and do, something different. Maybe go work on some other regions or something for a bit. I've had several people say they want to see me work on other regions, so I am not one to disappoint. So I probably will go back to some other regions in the next episode. But for today, I want to enjoy some more time-lapsing. I've been kind of playing around with a few things, just off camera, fiddling for a moment. I'm trying to decide what to do with this big old road right here. Even though this is technically like realistic in terms of how things looked back then, there's these massive roads everywhere that were just unseemly. They were just huge. You got to look some pictures up. Google Germany 19th century, seriously, and you'll see how massive these roads are. It's ridiculous. But it just, in terms of the way it looks in game, I just can't stand it. I can't handle it. So I'm trying to do something a little different here. I'm going to mess with that a little bit. What else have I been doing? Oh, I did a little bit right here. I redid this plaza right here. I felt like I had way too many like U-shaped plazas, too many like these things going on everywhere. So I opened it on up back over here, and I removed all of these houses, and I put in this kind of like nice church with some. I used roads, but you could do paths and stuff. Actually, you know what? Maybe a path would look even better. We get rid of that, and we just do like the path. We'll do that, and then maybe change the ends to where they connect in. Yeah, maybe something like that. Oh, that looks good. Just some nice winding paths around this church. I want some focal points and some wide open areas like this. So you're going to see me doing a lot more stuff like this, where I'm destroying things and taking it out. Like right here, I did have, this was another like wall of houses with I believe there was the light bulb factory, and I had a jeweler in the middle. And so I rearranged all of that, fixed it up, and I made a little square, little plaza right here. I'm going to start doing more of that in this city. I've been getting a lot of inspiration online, so I'm going to be doing a lot of changing up on different things. So I'm kind of excited about doing it, opening up the city more, not having it so cramped. It's just so cramped. I want some open spaces. So, and I've had a lot of people clamoring for more boulevards, more green spaces, more trees. So I want to see what I can do with that. What else? I think that's all I've really I've been playing around a little bit more with the palace, with the entrance to the palace right here, trying to kind of decide how I want it to look. I kind of like this little green space right there. What you got for me, buddy? I'll cover that up. Yeah, I've been making a little green space, little green fountain with some with a couple of lion statues. I thought that looked kind of nice. So yeah, just kind of playing around with the entrance to the palace on this side of it, seeing what I can't come up with. I'm still thinking about taking out like a little bit on each side and making a nice wider plaza right here in front of it, with the houses on each side and maybe having some green space in the middle. I don't know. We'll see what I can't come up with. And I still want to do a big park with museums around it, around the outsides. I'll have to go through, I can't do it yet because I need to go through my list of museums I want to get and how many I'm going to need, and then decide how big of a park it's going to be and kind of start laying it out a little bit on my own. So, but yeah, that's kind of been about it. So yeah, this is going to be another time-lapse video, just kind of messing around with Crown Falls a little bit and seeing what I can't come up with on this one. So we're going to go ahead and jump into that time lapse, and I will see you guys when we come back out.
you
Alright guys, and we are back. I hope you enjoyed the time-lapse. A bit busier than yesterday's time-lapse, actually. I did a lot of rearranging right in this area. This was kind of my main focus. I wanted to kind of cap off my expansion of the roads on these sides right here and get those all moved over. And I wanted to work on some new kind of twisty-turny layouts I've been wanting to do. I had been looking around at a lot of different... You're supposed to be Aquana. Be Aquana. There you are, now your corner. I have been looking at a lot of pictures of Berlin and Frankfurt and Paris, and I had been seeing a lot of stuff like this where, the main roads had, obviously, the main roads have these types of buildings alongside them. But then in the middle, it was like a lot of twisting and turning and a lot of dead end roads that kind of dead ended into stuff. I'm assuming that's all, it just has to do with, the medieval layouts of the cities and different things like that and how stuff worked, back in the Middle Ages in a lot of those cities. Why, I don't really know, but that's my assumption, I guess. But yeah, I kind of enjoyed this little twisty-turny layout. It doesn't feel as walled, like... Of course, I don't have much of an example anymore, but kind of right here, where it's a wall, and then it goes all along the outside edge of the road, and then they're right in the middle. This, or like maybe something like this, it felt a little more compact and a little more just interesting to me, I guess. So I kind of like this little layout right here. I may try to incorporate this idea into a few other areas and maybe do a little shake up over there. Yeah, move some houses around, took some out right here, just opened this up even more to make an even nicer split. What you saw me starting to do was move investors away. I want to get all of these investors away. I want to center all of my investors mostly right here. Right around the palace, I want to get them. These right here are okay, but I want to get these investors moved away and get over here. I want to push more artisans this way, and then have the engineers right starting about in here, but mostly artisans. The reason for that is just for a color flow, basically. We've got a lot of artisans over here. I would like some more red right in this area, basically, to kind of flow in more towards the city center. I think it might look a little more interesting. Well, you're very welcome. I think it might look a little bit better to do it that way. So I'm going to try to push some stuff off this way. You saw me make another small mini campus right here with a university and some scholar houses up in there. Trying to, I liked my idea of my little campus right here. So I thought, you know what, maybe have a couple of more small campuses. Like here's like the community college right here. It's very tiny. It's just a very small little area. I kind of like the idea of doing these little campuses and stuff with everything too. I also got another set right here. I got what is this one right here? I got ourselves the Heirlooms of the Gold Realm. 20% harbor activity chance, and to get 5 tons of gold or jewelry, so I'm doing that one. And I am getting the Ark of the Covenant to get the Roots of Embessa set. The Roots of the Embessa set adds +1 research points to all scholars. What I am going to do is kind of trade a couple things around. I'll probably put... I need to look and see what the Roots of Embessa set looks like in terms of modules, because of if it has a lot of good, like, unique modules, not like the same old buildings. Like all 3 pieces of this were just boring buildings. But if it does have some unique stuff, I might trade a few things around and maybe put the Gods of the Delta set over here with the Lost Tribes. And then put the Roots of the Embessa with the Heirlooms of the Gold Realm. I thought those kind of fit together. I'm starting to go through and try to figure out exactly which sets I want. We're going to have all of the Embessa sets. They are all very, very good. Definitely going to have Empire of the Eagle, probably Aegean Cultures, possibly Lost Cities. Not doing New World Huaca. New World Huaca actually messes up your pool of visitors that will come to your island. So I don't want to do New World Huaca. Not doing Origin or Skull and Bones, possibly Bronze Age, definitely Jurassic. Not doing Northern Sagas. It's a more warfare-oriented one, I do believe. Let me double check that before I say that. Yeah, it's a warfare-oriented one. Hit points and increased damage. So it's not a very good one that I want for my particular playthrough. Skull and Bones is the same way. It does reduce the maintenance cost of warships, but I don't have many warships, so yeah, not super worried about that one. Thule Relics is not bad because it does um, increase the thematic expedition bonus for Taiga Forest, Polar Circle, and several others. But I'm not using most of them, so I don't know if I'll do the Thule Relics or not. We probably won't do Atlantean unless I just happen to be like, you know what, screw it, I'll get it. It only benefits your Salvager, so, and I'm not using the Salvager, so I might get it. I don't know yet. We'll see. And the Icebound one, I probably won't get. All that right there does is decrease maintenance cost. It's really not that great, so I probably won't do that one. I don't know. I'll think about it. I could, depending on space mostly. So there's the Ark of the Covenant. If you're not aware, this is totally an Indiana Jones reference. The Ark of the Covenant being like at the Research Institute, or technically in a warehouse. It's kind of, to me, it's an Indiana Jones reference. You can only find the Ark by researching it, so it's kind of funny to me. But anyways, yeah, I think that's pretty good. Oh, I like this little thing right here. You saw me struggling. The first part of the time lapse was literally me struggling with the sides of the roads here, trying to decide what to do to make it look good. And I finally just decided, you know what, screw it. We'll just use the steelwork fence. I haven't used it much, like in a large amount, but it does look kind of cool, and it's got the little flower pots on it. I thought it fit pretty nicely. The trees and stuff that I put the trees up and down the sides, but I really didn't like it. It looked too wild and jungly with all the grass everywhere. I mean, this right here is kind of already bothering me, how wild it looks. But it's not bad because it's just one strip down the middle. Having it on both sides really felt out of place. So the steelwork fence actually worked pretty well for me, especially breaking it up every so often and having, something else in there. I may go through and like cut out a piece here and there and put in, I don't know, like a clock or something like that, just to break it up just a little bit. Look at that view coming off the hill. You can see the smokestacks of the industry and that's just so cool looking. God, I love it. I love this game. Guys. I absolutely love this game. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that right there. Let's check and see what that newspaper had for me.
You won't hear a peep from me.
I will cover up the rum thing. But yeah, so I'm pretty happy with it all so far. I was actually thinking about tearing a bunch of this down and redoing it. Maybe I thought about actually taking it all apart and rearranging it to be right here. So as you come up here, all of a sudden you come into this big, massive plaza right here. And I still might do it. I feel like it'd be a really cool centerpiece on this main road. Instead of it being a one-off off the side right here, have it as a main piece right here in the middle as you're going up the main boulevard through the city. So it's something I might still do in the future. I don't know yet. We'll think about it. But that is going to be it for me today, and that's probably going to be it for Crown Falls just for a little while. I'm going to do a little bit off camera just to make sure our productions, mostly it's going to be our imports. I've changed a few things up. I need to check my imports. So I'm going to adjust my imports and everything off camera just to make sure I've got all that squared away. And then we're probably going to leave Crown Falls for a bit, and we're either going to go to the New World for a little while and just kind of work on expanding the New World, maybe beautifying it a little bit, just tidying up the New World a little bit. Or we're going to come over... Oh, something is blown up. Or we're going to come over here... Is anything else blown up? Yeah, that's on fire. Oh, God. I have literally not been paying attention to anything, have I? Alright, apparently everything has been blowing up on us here. That was an oil power plant. Okay, that's not good. Yeah, I need to go through and fix all my stuff. Anyways, We're either going to work on the new world a bit and work on Bello Verticale and maybe expand it out, beautify it a bit, maybe get some zoos and stuff down here, get us a public mooring and fix it up. Or we're going to come up here to, not there, but over here. Yeah. Come over here to Parajon and continue expanding this. I still do want some artisans and engineers on this island. No investors on this island particularly, just artisans and engineers. But I could come over here and do some little bit of work too. Tabarim, I really just don't see the need in coming down and expanding Tabarim at the moment. Just really don't see the point in it. Not until I get more scholars and I need to come down here and do more work on it. So let me know in the comments down below where you want to see me work at. Next, it is viewer's choice. Viewer's choice on where I go next. We're either going to work on Parajon or we're going to work on Bello Verticale. So winner takes all, and we will do that in the next episode. Until then, guys, I will see you next time. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. See you then.